Hello and welcome to another King Geoffrey War review. I'm going to apologise for my voice. I've got a bit of a sore throat, and this is the second time I've had to record this because my computer decided to shut down halfway through the last one. So, yep, King Geoffrey's War review. We take a look at the war log and we can see that this war was against a clan called This Is Spain, who, as you might guess, are Spanish. Let's take a look at them. Yeah, 95 war wins, 35 members they have now because if you look through, they lost quite a lot at the end of this war and during the war. They weren't that good. I don't know how they won 95 wars because, I mean, if you look at their top guys, their number 3 got 2 stars and the rest of them were, look at their top 10. They got hardly any stars at all, so that's them. Our top guys. We had a bit of a rough start in this war. We didn't start like we normally do. We did look at the war and think it's going to be fairly easy, and that sort of made us a bit slack. As you can see, if you look at the Town Hall 10s, their first attacks, a lot of 1 stars there. But if you look at the second attacks, we did turn it around and clean up pretty well. We won 85-61. In the end, we lost only 3 attacks. We used 78 of our attacks. We had a couple of people who couldn't do their second attacks for various reasons. 8 3 stars, 29 2 stars, and only 3 1 stars. So we did pretty well. Start with the most heroic attack, and that is TK. Like I say, this clan they weren't very good. They didn't have, as you can see here, this is their number 5, I believe, or number 6. I'm not quite sure. And he's got purple walls. This was sort of quite a common thing. Their walls weren't so good. Their heroes levels, I guess they were about the same as ours really, but they weren't that high. Defences were quite good. Usually we face clans that have between 10 and 13 maxed bases. Defense wise, these had probably, 6, which is still more than we have, but usually we face clans with more. I'm not quite sure why that is. I don't know if it's because we have reasonable walls, or I don't know. I'm not sure why we always get clans that have more high level defences than us, but yeah, these weren't so good. They used 9 of their top 12 attacks quite early on, and they only 2-starred 1 base. So yeah, good attack by TK there. Very nice. So let's watch some more. Let's watch Nick. Nick with a go wipe. This one he didn't even use his second freeze spell. The base designs weren't the greatest. Like I say, we started a bit iffy, but to be honest, we did start. We were getting Town Hall between 47 and 49%, so you could say it was unlucky, but there were a few little mistakes that were causing that. But we were only a couple of percent off really 2-starring everything first attempt, but we didn't. Later on we did. We cleaned up very well. But that's how we do it here at King Geoffrey. We like to, if people have an off day, we make sure that everyone is capable of doing good attacks, good solid attacks. So if someone's having an off day, there's always someone else can step up. DJ, a good example. A couple of wars ago, he'd been having a bad time, not been doing so great, but other people stepped up and took over and did the bases. Now DJ's back and he's attacking really well, and now it's probably somebody else's turn to have an off day. Me, for one. So that was a good raid by Nick. TK's on number 4 it was. We've seen that one already. Cosmos on number 5. This is the base where I got 48%, was it? Yeah, 48% in Town Hall. The king got trapped in the middle, and yeah, well, things happened. My golem didn't drop when I wanted it to, so my wall breakers died. But anyway, yeah, I didn't get 2 stars on this, and Cosmos cleaned it up very nicely, as we are seeing here. While watching these replays, something I want to talk about is our usual schedule. We usually do 2 wars a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. But the problem is here is, if we want to use our heroes and upgrade our heroes, we're having to gem our heroes all the time. And because heroes do count towards matchmaking, it's a bit bad, I think, when you have heroes and when you upgrade them, they still count towards matchmaking, but you can't use them. Yet someone else uses, you know, they're building Infernos, which don't count towards matchmaking because they're not built yet, but then you can put them on your base and they're in war. I don't quite understand that. I don't know if it's because Supercell can't change it or won't change it. No, I've spent quite a lot of money gemming heroes so I can use them in war. But what we're doing now, good raid by Cosmos, by the way. What we're going to do now is, instead of that, we're going to do wars back to back for the start. So we're going to, the start of the season, we're going to do 4 back-to-back wars, and then 6 days of no war, which will allow us to upgrade heroes. 6 days plus the 1 day of war prep is 7 days. Heroes don't take any more than 7 days, so that should be plenty for people. It's an experimental thing. We don't know if we're going to do it full time yet, but we're going to try that this season. And hopefully it'll give people chance so they can always use heroes in war, and then the week break that we have, people can upgrade them, upgrade one of them or both of them. So we're going to see how that goes. We're going to give it a go. It'd probably be nice to have a little bit of time to do other things as well, because 2 wars a week does sometimes feel as though it's constant, although it's not. And yeah, we're a very organised clan, so we do put a lot of work into our wars. Very common base here. DJ does it really well. Used hogs to take out corner defences to stop those troops wandering around. That made them go right to the core. Really good thinking by DJ. Yeah, so like I said, we're going to try back-to-back wars this week, and then next week it will be 6 days. So do urge anyone who hasn't yet started any hero upgrades, hold back with that, don't do that. Upgrade heroes next week if possible. I have put about this on Band, so you can go and comment on Band what you think of the idea. Well, I think it will work. I think it'll do well, but it is only an experiment, so we can change back if people don't like it. Great raid by DJ. Speed up the end. We're also going to choose 2 Town Hall 9 war heroes and 2 Town Hall 10 war heroes for this. I will do that later. That was DJ on number 6. We'll take a look at number 9 with Credo. The Go Wipe. This was a cleanup attack, so we'd already attacked this base for 1 star, so he knew where that Tesla was. In fact, I think that Tesla actually stopped us getting 2 stars in the first attack. Well, like I said before, it's good that we have people who can cover each other's backs. Good strong clan all the way down, all our Town Hall 10s, all our Town Hall 9s, good attackers. And we are recruiting at the moment, so if you're a Town Hall 9 or a Town Hall 10 and you have a well upgraded base, and Town Hall 9s we ask to be, well, we only recruit level 100 plus. We ask Town Hall 9s to have a combined hero level of 20, so both heroes level 10 or above, and the Town Hall 10s, the minimum is level 15 heroes. Both have to be level 15 heroes or above, and again level 100. Yeah, so we do have some space. And if you want to check us out, then yeah, come along or check out our website, which I will give you the address at the end. Raid by Wes on number 10. Now this base was rather unusual. Wes gets about 80% on this one. I looked at it and I thought, that's not that bad a base. How did he get 80%? Because looking at the core, he's got max defences, his walls are decent. But then when you look on the outside, he has, I don't know what they are. Are they like Town Hall 5 Archer towers and cannons? I have no idea, but I think he might be changing those soon and upgrading them. A bit silly if he doesn't. Let me speed this up a little bit, get to the main attack. Good attack by Wes. Wes also got, I think he got like 70 something % on number 12 as well. So number 10 and number 12, and he got around about 80% on both bases, which is a really good job. This is going to be the last Town Hall 10 raid. Now I'm going to show a few Town Hall 9 raids, some of the 3 stars. I think all the 8 Town Hall 9 3 stars were done by Town Hall 9. Oh, actually no, Matt, who's one of our low Town Hall 10s, fairly new Town Hall 10, he got one of the 3 stars. But the other 7, they were all done by Town Hall 9s. We're going to see some of those. Some different strategies. But, great attack by Wes there, 82, 84, 85, 88%. Great raid, Wesley, who is one of our co-leaders. So we're going to move on to the Town Hall 9s now. So first raid we shall watch Tito. Tito's going to use Lava Loon. And yeah, bases like this are... He has his crossbows on ground. That's going to help here. But it's a very good raid by Tito. Tito's quite new to using loons, I believe. So, all the more impressive. Pretty good raid by him. I'm going to speed it up now because it's quite obvious what's going to happen. Good raid by Tito. Next is the raid number 36 is God. A raid by God. This is a, what do we have? Go Wipe. Now, I see quite a few YouTube videos saying how Go Wipe isn't good. I think it was a video by One Hive that I recently watched called the Go Wipe Rut. I think it was a bit overboard. I think there are strategies, there are a lot of strategies out there, and people should experiment. They should use all the different strategies available to them. But to for him to refuse to do Go Wipe videos or Go Wipe guides I think it's a bit silly, because yeah, Go Wipe is not always a 2-star strategy. We 3-star quite a lot of Town Hall 9s with Go Wipe. Here's one, for example. Big wide layout at the bottom, quite narrow at the top. So if you Go Wipe a base like that, you use your rage spells and get through the top bit pretty quickly. And then by the time you're at the bottom, there's no walls down there. So just drop a heal spell and finish off taking out the base. Personally, I think that was a good raid. You know, some bases work with Go Wipe, some bases work Go Wee Wee, some bases work with Lava Loonian, some Go Ho Wee Wee. I think you've got to use a bit of everything and, yeah, attack the bases in a way that suits. But I do think it's a good strategy, Go Wipe and Go Wee Wee. We're going to watch Mayfair with a Lava Loonian, which is also a good good strategy on the correct base. This is another great raid from him. Centralized air defenses, so once he gets in the middle and gets those down, he's pretty much the top end of the base. There's nothing to stop the balloons up there. Drop his heroes. Let's finish off that nicely. We are starting to use a few different raids. We have in the past been known to use mostly Go Wipe, but we are trying to sorry, we are trying to expand a little bit, but we don't want people to stop using Go Wipe. Good raid by May. And one more, I'm going to show one more Town Hall 9 raid, and that is Vincent on number 38. Another Go Wee Wee. Actually, got a Pecker in Clan Castle, I think, so a Go Wee Wipe. And a very good one. Vincent gets a lot of 3 stars. He actually got 2 3 stars in this war using Go Wee Wipe. With those air defense, I'm sure an air raid would have worked as well, but very good raid. I mean, he doesn't just throw in his troops here, he actually saves troops and drops them in good positions, and that gets him the 3rd star. Of course, you can't just do Go Wipe and throw your troops in all in one spot and expect 3 stars, but I've seen people do that with balloons, with Go Ho Wee Wee as well, and they fail, you know. I'm not sure why so much hate for Go Wipe, to be honest. If you do it correctly, it's a good strategy. And this is a good raid by someone who does it correctly. Good job by Vincent. Let's speed it up and finish it off. Got 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left. So I'm going to just finish off by talking about the War Heroes. So I'm going to choose 2 War Heroes for Town Hall 9 and 2 for Town Hall 10. Let's have a look what we've got. I've already picked these, so I'm not going to go through and and ah because, you know, it's sorted already. Wesley is 1 War Hero for Town Hall 10. I mean, he got 2 2 stars, 88% and 70% on number 10 and number 12. So that's a great job by Wes. And then the other one, it was a toss-up between Cosmis and TK, but I've gave it Cosmis in the end because he attacked 2 bases quite high up. TK attacked 1 high and 1 low. So despite both of them doing great, Cosmis gets the other one. So Wesley and Cosmis are the Town Hall 10 War Heroes. Town Hall 9, Vincent, he got 6 stars, 2 3-star raids, so he's going to get 1. He's the only person who did that. And Tito is the other. He got a 3-star raid, which we saw, and then his other raid was an 87%, so very unlucky not to get 2 3 stars. So yeah, he gets the other War Hero. So the 4 War Heroes, Wesley, Cosmis, Vincent and Tito. Well done to you guys. And the only thing left to say, I think, is if you want to visit us or check out our war log or our war stats, you can do that at www.kingjeffreyclan.wordpress.com. Yep, check us out, or you can just pop by and join. As you can see, we have 42 out of 50 members at the moment, so there is space. We do say we're full at 49, so anybody wanting to join, we have 7 places up for grabs at the moment. You can find all the requirements and stuff on our website or our forum thread on the Supercell forums. So yes, it was in the end a pretty good war. Not our best, but you know, 85 stars from a 40v40 war when it's one of our worst performances for a while. I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah. So that about wraps it up. So well done guys, another great war win, and hopefully we're going to come back in a couple of days, do another video with another great King Geoffrey victory. Goodbye, God bless.